Prime Minister Narendra Modi began a significant 5-day international tour on Saturday, visiting Nigeria, Guyana, and Brazil. The trip includes strategic bilateral meetings and participation in the G20 Summit in Brazil, highlighting India's role on global issues amidst ongoing geopolitical tensions. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first stop is Nigeria, where he will meet President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and review the India-Nigeria strategic partnership. India and Nigeria, allies since 2007, have strong economic and energy ties, with over 200 Indian companies investing $27 billion in Nigeria's key sectors. Modi emphasized the importance of enhancing the bilateral relationship in democracy and pluralism, and he is expected to address the Indian community in Nigeria. This marks the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Nigeria in 17 years, underscoring India's commitment to strengthening ties with West Africa. Following Nigeria, Prime Minister Modi will travel to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil to attend the 19th G20 Summit hosted by President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. As part of the G20 Troika, along with Brazil and South Africa, India is actively contributing to the summit's agenda, continuing efforts to elevate the concerns of the Global South. Modi expressed his anticipation for meaningful discussions at the summit, emphasizing India's vision of one Earth, one family, one future, and building on last year's successes. The Prime Minister will also engage with global leaders on issues such as debt, climate, and gender equity, aligning with India's established priorities at G20. In the final leg of his tour, Prime Minister Modi will visit Guyana at President Mohammad Irfan Ali's invitation. This visit is the first by an Indian Prime Minister to the country in over 50 years, following President Ali's visit to India earlier in 2023. Modi will meet Guyanese leaders, address the Indian diaspora, and deliver an address in Guyana's parliament. Additionally, Prime Minister Modi will attend the second India-CARICOM Summit in Georgetown, where he will meet Caribbean leaders to explore new avenues for cooperation. Modi highlighted Guyana's importance as a partner, emphasizing shared heritage, culture, and values. During this visit, Prime Minister Modi will also receive the Dominica Award of Honor for his contributions during the COVID-19 pandemic, a gesture underscoring India's support to the Caribbean. Prime Minister Modi's engagements reflect India's growing influence and voice in global issues, especially against the backdrop of conflicts in West Asia and the Russia-Ukraine crisis. Modi aims to present India's stance on these issues at the G20 Summit and reinforce India's role in global diplomacy, particularly within the Global South. His discussions with international leaders are expected to address pressing global challenges while advancing bilateral relations with Nigeria, Guyana, and other nations. This three-nation visit highlights India's strategic interests in diverse regions, strengthening partnerships in Africa and the Caribbean and Latin America, while promoting India's global perspective on multilateral platforms like the G20.